So just as I start to paint, I get a water drop. Looks like it might start raining, darn it. So I just moved the painting operation inside of the garage. Got a little drop of water right there. I don't know what that'll do to the paint, so I might need to sand it down once that paint dries and just recoat it. Well, I just did the first light coating on the base unit. I'll be putting a few more coats on it as we go along. So this pulley doesn't spin as freely as I'd like it, and I can feel like grit or something in there, but I think this is a sealed bearing. I've got some ring pliers coming today, and so I can take this off and look at it to see if I can clean it. I don't think I can source this. I've been looking online, but I haven't found many parts for this. I mean, the bottom spins freely. I don't know how much lag this would, or effect this would have on it, that it doesn't spin totally freely, but I'm sure it does a little bit. So this is being held in place by one of those snap rings, and I did not own any snap ring pliers, so I figured it's probably about time I bought some. So I looked all over the internet and couldn't find, all of them had multiple pliers. So I went up with these channel locks. They're made in America, but these do internal and external. So if you flip this switch, it switches it to external. Just click it. Now it spreads. Click it the other way. Now it clamps in. It's pretty good. They have a lifetime warranty on them, and it came with an extra set of little bits. So all the other ones I saw online, they had like multiple pliers. So this just lets me have one tool, and I can just change out the tips or bits. I don't know what the proper term is for them. So it looks like I might need a new snap ring. It's my first time using one of these, but it bent it just a little bit. It's like stuck on there. Let's let that soak for a bit. Well, there's a tool repair man in town. I'm going to take this to him if I can't get this out, and maybe he can give me some suggestions on where to find this bearing that I need, because I guess what I really need is a press to press it out. I could try to do it on the vise, but I don't want to mess up. This is probably aluminum. Let's see here. Yeah, it's aluminum, so I don't want to mess up this wheel. So we'll see. So I might not have to buy a bearing after all. I used a pick and cleaned out the channel on both sides as best I could, and put some silicone spray in there, and now it spins a whole lot more freely than it did before. The machine worked fine. I mean, at least when I turned it on, it was humming along, but before, I mean, this thing wasn't turning a whole heck of a lot. So hopefully I've fixed that problem. If not, I have the snap ring pliers, and I know I'll be able to eventually pop this out, but it's really stubborn and stuck in there. So I'll just give it a couple more squirts of silicone in here, and then start painting this piece. So I tried cleaning up this and the side shield from the paint splatter, but when I was cleaning off the face of it, I was able to scrape it off with my fingernail, but this paint's pretty much bonded to this plastic, so I'll just spray paint these black. I've let it sit out in the sun for just a little bit, just to make this just a little bit more pliable, and then I'm going to use this fast setting epoxy and put it in, and hopefully that'll stay put. So last weekend when I was painting this, I kind of had it up at an angle and it fell over and hit the other piece and messed up the paint on here, so I'm just going to throw a little bit more paint on that. And then the fun project is putting all this back together again. Should be hopefully easy. Alrighty, the moment of truth. Let's plug this thing in. And stand back. So the plastic was a little bent, so it's not plug in this. I don't know how to bend the plastic to make it stick tighter. And I don't know if this was a cigarette or hot iron or something melted the plastic there. So some takeaways. When I was tightening this down in that one shot you saw, after I was done with the shot, I said, let me snug it down a little bit more, and it cracked it again. So I used that 5-minute epoxy on there, and I think the reason why is it needed a space in between here, so I put a washer in here. And then the gentleman who had this, I should probably unplug this. The gentleman who had this before me had this shroud upside down, and it's like very snug to the table. So that's probably why he had it like that, but after some time I got it to be level. The only thing that this did not come with besides the manual is it's like a guide for here, and none of my other Craftsman stuff that I have fits this, even the Grizzly bandsaw thing. It's just a little too narrow. But thank you, Mark, for the project, and next project will probably be this Craftsman chainsaw I've got. It's been sitting, gosh, for years and years. I need to clean out the lines and, you know, try to get that thing running again. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like and subscribe.